Hey guys, Paul Geddes here, Lowrance Pro, coming to you with this week's Lowrance tips and trick of the week. What I want to talk to you today is about network sonar, turned on, turned off, sharing sonar across your network, and some of the network problems that we've actually had. Not really a network problem, more of a software incompatibility. In other words, if you're running a Gen 2 touch and a carbon, what's going to happen is you may have run into this same situation where your network sonar keeps re-enabling itself. So what's happened is, since that software version is a lot lower, it puts itself into legacy mode. If you've got two different versions of the software, or in other words a carbon and a Gen 2 touch, or a Gen 3 and a Gen 2 touch, unfortunately you know, you're gonna have to deal with it until you upgrade. You can actually, well, it's not really a deal with it. You basically go in and hit pages, settings, sonar, uncheck network sonar, or you just make sure that you're actually selecting the source on the sonar. And that's what I'm going to talk to you today. Is I'm going to give you a tip that'll help you by choosing the correct sonar within your network. So the first tip I'm going to do is we're going to name our units so we know what we're pulling from. That way it makes it real easy. So here we go. So we're going to go to pages, settings, network, device name. So I've got this one named console right. You name it whatever you want to name it. You hit enter, right? We're going to go to our second unit. Pages, settings, network, device name, console left. Okay, we're going to do the same one on the front. We're going to do console front, or front, whatever we want to name it. You can name it whatever you want. So when you do that and you back out, when you go to data sources and you go to sonar, say if we go to temperature, you can actually see it right here where it says console right, console left. So that's where you're going to actually be able to choose. But the easier way of doing that is when you go into sonar. Now, network sonar has to be turned on in order to share. Well, let me cover that. This will be a whole lot easier. If you go to pages, settings, sonar, network sonar means that you're actually wanting to share the sonar that's connected, the transducer that is connected to this unit. So I want to share that one. All right, so I'm going to exit out of that one. I'm going to go over here and go to settings, go to sonar, network sonar. Okay, so we got that. It's set up. Now, so what this gives me the option to, even though I've got two transducers, one for this unit and one for this unit, maybe on this unit I want to see what my left unit is seeing. So if you would actually go to menu and go to source, where it says this unit, if you press that, it's going to give you the option to choose the top one, which is going to be, and unfortunately the name is so long that I've got written out, it won't display here. But what that is that's the console left. So it's pulling from the left console now. Now if I actually go to menu, go to here and then go to this unit, okay, now we're back in to this unit. But what that does is if you're up front on the trolling motor, you can actually go in, press pages, and hold your sonar button down, and it's going to give you quick splits. So if you press two sonars windows, so on the left one the source is this unit, on the right the source is carbon 16. So now what I can do while I'm up front, I can view what's on the front and I can view what's on the back. I've got two different sonars. You can change the frequencies. You can do whatever you want to do because you're looking at two different units at the same time. And this comes particularly handy for drop shot, and you know where the fish are. If they're going to be behind you, they're going to be in front of you, you drop it down. Or if you got someone that's drop shotting in the back, like me and my partner, we run dual units. So he says, hey, if I'm not paying attention, hey, there's fish behind you, whatever, vice versa. Or if I'm up there, it really doesn't matter. The same thing operates within structure. So if you go and highlight your structure box and hit menu, go to source, that's, since I'm running 3D, I'm only going to choose basically S3D. But if you actually click on it, you know, it gives me the option, if I was running another transducer, to actually click on that. But what that does is that simplifies everything. So you can actually share transducers across the network, and get everything where it needs to be. Just gives you the option to run 2 different places on the same screen, and the Carbon allows you to do that at 2 different frequencies. And what I like about it is I run an Airmar TM150 on my trolling motor and a total scan transducer. So I love my down and my side, but I'm not too crazy about the Sonar on the total scan. So now I can choose one of the rear transducers and that Airmar, or I can run whichever one. Whether I want to run the total scan and the Airmar, I can do that. Now I've got optional windows to do that. Once network sonar is turned on and you've named your units, it's real easy to choose. A lot of people that run dual units or quadruple units, it's HDS 12T. HDS 12T. So when you choose it, you really don't know which one you're pulling from. So by naming your units, it makes life a whole lot easier, and it makes life, you know, almost foolproof as far as where you're choosing your source from and where you want to read from. So hope this helps. TacticalSonar.com, Paul Getty's Fishing on YouTube, and check out the new Hook 2. Lowrance just dropped, should be out end of December, 1st of January. 4, 5, 7, 9, and 12-inch graphs. Actually, the Hook now has side, down, and sonar in one transducer. So I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. Hit me up if you need anything. Thanks a lot.